Let's quickly run through the headlines. Government fails to pay around rupees 80 crore under Pm-Istv to private hospitals. Hospitals to discontinue treating patients under Pm-Istv scheme. And Congress will continue protecting democracy from hands of Prime Minister Modi government, says MPCC President K. Megachandra. And World Indigenous Day 2025 observed with participation of several indigenous communities. And enacting a new law of granting ST status crucial to protect Meiteis from extinction, asserts Head of Department of Law, Manipur University, Dr. Yumnam Premananda. Hello and good evening. You've tuned into ISTV English News. This is Darlung Shankaling giving you the news in detail. The government has failed to clear pending dues of around rupees 80 crore meant for treatment under the Pm-Istv scheme to private hospitals. Due to this, private hospitals will discontinue treating patients under the scheme from August 15. As a result, patients undergoing dialysis are facing serious inconveniences. If the pending payments are released soon, patients will be treated under Pm-Istv scheme. Speaking to ISTV News, Dr. K.H. Balin, Managing Director of Caesar Hospital and also the President of the Association of Healthcare Providers of India, Manipur chapter, stated that this decision by private hospitals is due to inability to manage hospital operations without receiving the payments from the government.
The Marwin of the patients in Sina, Pm-Istv, Makara, Kanabasi, Fang, the Ragi Pibam, the Lapa Taragati, patients in Sida, Hazuzi, even the dialysis, a patient down at the another singer. Karikari Chow, Kudum, Chad of my Nika and the Lovia, Brakamai, and there was a lady of Pimsi.
Marwin, David, dialysis, Toribukambuze, Ziki, Hapta, Matoda, Quiggy Tawa is signal of the Haitare, Adam, Anavakati, Pim Charidini. ID Sibana Yarokaneva. Madu could have palm, but in a day, Aquina Yarigay continue to extreme situation. Aquina April Hada, Unazaba authority, Unazabada, Tamudi, I say not only with Tamari Sugre, Adugalona and Hoki, but Sahi Ama Makaisi, Quay, Sigi Posip Hangatra Haitare. Aduna, Aquid Lariba Posi, vendors in Sina, ID Hita, Langta, the Shinariba, consumable man, Sigi, Aquizumi, what the lady in it all. Adu Sigi Posi, Tiu, Wankalapa, the Makata, and the people of Octava, Aduga, Luenana, Quiggy staff, sing Sigi Tolo, people, Copa the Siam Sauna, impact later of Haita, Aduna, Aziklariba situation, Sequay. Amarum Yamna, Quiggy stressed or Haita, I was starting Singsi, Quiggy operator Wungam, the Wifium the Lava. The only solution, see, Kunasuhana authority to Paje, Aquay, Smiton Charles, Taurani, Adoragati Kitang, Pangadra, no daily basis that when the low river consumable, Hita Lanta Wayamsi, now they give her up in a low ragati, when a Matu Piraga. Treatment will continue to work on Kandana. Service left the Badinate over the woo. I was servicing charge, the loan had a giwari nitawse. The same government epitopira, the issue issue later.
Government, the association, the president of Moina, was it like Yamna, Nakalani Piam Luba films the Kari. Combining appeal to war from the
government, Wari, Basi, and Senbiro, so that Aquina lying bar, Maroon below poverty line, Lariba Hana, the lying in Satan continue on view, Adugi condition do, as I give financially, Aquita Amna, Sahi Amanishida, Pazan and Lariba, Bill C. Adok Piragati, Quedication issue, the government and Equina pressure preserves. Pressure the Pitopio happening, I do not like the Equina, Yangbugi. Condition to wait up to a high tare. Aduga, see, as you lying away, have it soon at Nati. Aduga, Tawuda King Nava, lying Bungam Nava, Moy the Piri Vihida, Moy the Sindari Bokanjuel, Lug Navida, quite a labum Sangi, vendors in the Hanagi short pay up to small level. I don't know how you see why singing as you lay. When the Pitoga do Sindoani, Pituani, the Gi Toloki, Kariki, Mayama Zulay, Adumam, the Pitops are Ragati, Muka, Hane film the dum. ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯟꯖꯟꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯏꯁꯨ ꯂꯩꯇꯦ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯇꯧꯗꯦ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨ ꯉꯥꯏꯕ ꯌꯥꯕꯁꯨ ꯉꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯅ ꯊꯨꯅ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯄꯤꯔꯛꯑꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯏꯌꯦꯡꯕꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯦꯖ ꯏꯠ ꯏꯁ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯏꯌꯦꯡꯕꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯠꯊꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯠꯊꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯠꯊꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯕꯝꯗꯨꯗꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯤꯅ ꯂꯧꯅꯈꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯗꯤꯁꯤꯖꯟꯁꯦ
Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC commemorated 83rd Quit India movement at Congress Bhavan, BT Road. President of MPCC K. Megachandra reaffirmed that Congress will continue to protect democracy from the hands of Prime Minister Modi government. The attendees paid tributes to the freedom fighters who had taken crucial role in India's freedom struggle. CLP leader Okrami Bobi, CWC member Gai Khangam, Congress MLAs, ex-MLAs, office bearers and leaders of the frontal organization of Congress too attended the observance. The attendees, led by MPCC President K. Megachandra, took oath to uphold and strengthen the integrity and freedom of India. K. Megachandra continued that Mahatma Gandhi launched a Quit India movement, do or die, called in 1942 a decisive nationwide uprising demanding immediate British withdrawal from India. Because of the movement, India was able to gain independence. He stated that the instrumental role of the Congress leaders in ending British rule in India laid the foundation for a democratic and republic nation.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀꯪꯒ꯭ꯔꯦꯁ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯂꯨꯆꯤꯡꯕꯁꯤꯡ ꯃꯍꯥꯇꯃꯥ ꯒꯥꯟꯙꯤꯅ ꯂꯨꯆꯤꯡꯗꯨꯅ ꯗꯨ ꯑꯣꯔ ꯗꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯖꯪ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯟꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯚꯥꯔꯠꯅ ꯅꯤꯡꯈꯥ ꯇꯝꯍꯧꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯃꯁꯨꯡ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯤꯡꯈꯥ ꯇꯝꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯔꯤꯄꯕ꯭ꯂꯤꯛ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯚꯥꯔꯠꯀꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯁꯤꯇꯤꯖꯦꯟ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯅ ꯐꯪꯉꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯔꯥꯏꯠꯁ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯨꯆꯤꯡꯕꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯌꯥꯜꯂꯝꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯖꯪ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯤꯁꯀꯤ ꯁꯝꯔꯥꯏꯖ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯕ꯭ꯔꯤꯇꯤꯁꯀꯤ ꯀꯣꯂꯣꯅꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯔꯨꯜ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯂꯣꯏꯈꯤꯕꯅꯤ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯉꯁꯤꯃꯛꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯆꯦꯂꯦꯟꯖꯦꯁ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯂꯕ ꯈꯣꯜꯂꯥꯎ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯈꯣꯡꯖꯪ ꯗꯨ ꯑꯣꯔ ꯗꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯆꯞ ꯃꯥꯟꯅꯅ ꯚꯥꯔꯠꯇ ꯗꯦꯃꯣꯀ꯭ꯔꯦꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯔꯦꯟꯗ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯣꯗꯤꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯥꯗ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯆꯦꯂꯦꯟꯖꯦꯁ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯟꯕ ꯂꯩꯇꯅ ꯃꯁꯤꯃꯁꯨ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯊꯝꯖꯔꯤ.
On the other hand, MPCC President K. Megachandra hoisted the flag of Youth Congress to open the celebration of 66th Foundation Day of All India Youth Congress. K. Megachandra urged the youth to join hands to combat the forces which have been threatening the democracy of India.
Youth Congress Committee ki Foundation Day asida naharol sing the thamjaninge naharol singna tongan ba asoiba kaya system kaya ta aikoi ki sangvidhan ki masi ngaktriba lengak asida youth sing sina ahongba potna bo honagadabani youth sing daina haijari you be the change maker naha singna ahongba porna na honaba haibasi tangai fadabale anisubada naha singna peace maker oinanabagi peace ambassador oibiduna maramdi naha sing haibasidi yamna adigumba lairik laisu hairaba thauna lairaba energetic oiba dynamic oiba nahang haktani neutral oiba haktani maram asina naha singna aikoi peace maker peace ambassador oigidabani aikoi lamdam asigi bharat asigi manipur asigi shanti sakhot thorang punamak poraknabo honabada naha singna sawa thodang lawbiyu haidunai na appeal tawjari.
Head of Department of Law at Manipur University, Dr. Yumnam Premananda, has stated that if a new law is not enacted or the Meitei are not included in the scheduled tribe list, the community may face extinction. He made a statement during a program held to observe the International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples, jointly organized by Department of Law and the Center for Human Rights and Duties Education, Manipur University, under the UN's global theme. The local theme of the event was Constitutional Protection of Indigenous People of Manipur. The program took place at the conference hall of the Department of Law, Manipur University. Manipur University Vice Chancellor Professor Naurem Lokendra, President of Zalengrong United Committee Manipur, Maibon Paumai, former member of the Manipur State Human Rights Commission, NG Nongyai and Dr. Yumnam Premananda himself attended the event. Speaking at the event, Dr. Premananda remarked that although the Meitei and Nagas are recognized as indigenous communities in Manipur, the Meitei are not included in the ST list. As a result, they have not received the constitutional protections afforded to scheduled tribes under Indian law. He noted that while Meitei population numbers around 15 lakh, this figure alone does not reflect their vulnerability. The lack of legal protection has contributed to increasing marginalization, limited employment opportunities, and growing insecurity within the community. Dr. Premananda concluded that to safeguard the Meitei's rights under the Indian Constitution, they must either be granted constitutional safeguards through a separate provision or be included in the ST list. Otherwise, future generations may face significant challenges to their survival.
Particularly Meitei Naga, since indigenous people Hairagasu, Akwediam Nuaita, we are not never protected by Indian Constitution. Other constitutions that protection of the Kali, particularly Meitei Gupsi, we have only around 15 lakhs population. Other we are Tracy Lane the threat lady, population the threat lady, job security the threat lady, even right to life the threat lady. Aduna constitutional protection Peter Targadi, particularly Meitei Gumba, Nagagumba, wipe out from the world map. Still we are observing international indigenous data. Matang observe Tonova indigenous people, we need protection. That also not under the international law, under the Indian law. That is a constitutional India Makata, special protection. Whether they may include one article for the protection of indigenous people of Manipur, or whether Meitei should be recognized as a scheduled tribe. Sigi Porsinatana, Atopa, way out late, Adana Masida, protection Tahodraba, Hayang Sigaga, Karai, Meitei Lebe, Museum Salaga, Tido Mangaire, Archives Sala, Tido Mangaire, and Kamada, Aquapono Makeup to Komatamu Yore.
Speaking at the event, Vice Chancellor Professor Naurem Lokendra stated that indigenous peoples around the world often is remote or marginalized areas. Similarly, in India, many indigenous communities primarily inhabit the northeastern states. He stated that the program was organized to discuss and raise awareness about the crucial need for constitutional protection for these indigenous communities. Regarding Manipur, he emphasized that the demand to include the Meitei community and indigenous group currently lacking legal protection in the scheduled tribe list is both necessary and justified.
India's census reports 1931-1941 census collectors sing moigi wakalon de matamduda manipudule Meitei sing scheduled tribe amoina moina de dum lawba but akoi constitution si adopt toroba matung de scheduled tribe mayam enlist tawduda yaugdoba adugi problem ni adu hojiksi masigi movement si praja mayam singna yamna kundung changjanba oi adu koina sumasi yamna ngai poi koi so tangai phadana tawduba yadaba adu mumut ni hana adu main toga koi law.
Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur, under the aegis of Northeast Indigenous Peoples Forum, NEIPF, also observed International Day of World Indigenous Peoples Day with the theme Indigenous Peoples' Right to Self-Determination, a Pathway for Food Security and Sovereignty at City Convention Center today. The function saw the presence of a head of Royal House of Tripura, founder Tipra Motha, Party Pradyot Manikya De Burma, MLA Lamlai AC KH Ibomcha, MLA Ramchandragat AC Khowai Tripura, Ranjit De Burman, MLA Chabwa AC Ponakon Burwa, NEIDP Chairman Anup Chetia, President in charge IPFM Rohan Pilem, and former UNLF Chairman RK Megan, among others, as the main guest.
You will never see an Ambani fighting. You will never see a Tata fighting. You'll never see a Adani fighting. You'll never see Marwadis fighting. You will never see Parsis fighting. Who do you see fighting? People who are poor. People who can be divided for some money. People who have to feed their children's stomach. So you can give 500 rupees and say, chant BJP Zindabad. They will say 1,000 rupees, say Tipra Motha, my party Zindabad. They will say Tipra Motha Zindabad. Somebody will come and say 1,500 rupees, say Congress party Zindabad. They will say, because they have to feed the stomach. It is always easy to divide the poor. And when we are divided and when we are poor, all our resources, whether it is limestone, coal, gas, tea, they'll all be exploited. And we will just be laborer while the real owners are somebody else. So now, what is the vision? What is the solution? Is the solution only politics? No. Learn Learn how to unite.
Secretary of Yelhomi Purup R.K. Bijayalakshmi reaffirmed that stance of Yelhomi Purup in restoring the trust among the people of indigenous communities. She made a statement during the observance of World Indigenous Day 2025 organized by Yelhomi Purup under the theme Indigenous Peoples and AI Defending Rights, Shaping Future and Unity Through Cultural Confluence and Shared Progress at MSFTCS. President of Yelhomi Purup Achung Phaumai, Tangkul folk singer Guru Reuben Masangwa, social activist Bina Lakshmi Nepram, folk singer Mangka Mayanglangbam and leaders of different indigenous communities too attended the program. Eminent personalities namely Guru Reuben Masangwa, Mangka Mayanglangbam, Bina Lakshmi Nepram and entrepreneur Joy Kumar Thangjam were honored with certificate for their commendable service in their respected fields and the society. Further speaking, R.K. Bijayalakshmi highlighted Yelhomi Purup's endeavors to promote awareness about the shared heritage and origins of indigenous groups. On the other hand, she informed that Yelhomi Purup joined hands with Manipuri diaspora to provide scholarships to students in foreign countries and also job opportunities in Dubai.
Huji phawda akhona tawjarapada akhigi program mayam ama workshop tawjare seminar tawjare seminar program mayam sina akhigi sidai understanding mayam puraba matungda akhigi district akhoi senapati da hantak anirak chacharure chandel da anirak chacharure anal khulen da chacharure akhoina ngasai akhigi marakta akhigi ancestors je akhigi horapam je amatani akhigi forefathers je amatani habase akhigi ngasai amana amagi masak khangnaram da mayam se akhoina akhoi dinaraba to naraba matungda akhigi marakta misunderstanding leiba mayam chulena ba diminished ro pa haitare ba bridge up to bonding mayam ama trust deficit leiba mayam se.
On the occasion of International Indigenous People Day, the Federation of Indigenous People Democratic Movement (FIDM) organized a program at Sanakonung, Uttar Sanglen. Attending the event were Angom Ningthau Sanakonung Angom Poireton, General Secretary of Lingjel Ngamom Binod Kumar Meite, President of Federation of Haumi Sapamcha Jadumani, President of FIDM Wahingbam Santa, and social activist Haubijam Gita Jain. Speaking at the event, President Santa stated that although the then Chief Minister of Manipur, Yang Maso Saija, in 1976 had declared Sanamahi religion as the state's indigenous religion, no government since then has officially recognized. He highlighted that despite there being over 3 lakh followers of the religion, it remains unrecognized. He further pointed out that while the major religions like Islam, Christianity, Sikhism and Buddhism have been given due recognition and status, Sanamahi followers are still demanding minority religion status. He emphasized the urgency of this recognition. He added that mothers under 40 years who gives birth to minimum 5 children will be honored. The Naga Women's Union NWU2 organized International Day of World's Indigenous People at SM Shah Hall, Sanapati. President Naga Women's Union Priscilla Tuimai, General Secretary United Naga Council Varayo Satsang, Social and Cultural Secretary Ansam Makan Zubulun attended the program as its main guest, while member Naga People's Movement for Human Rights NPM-HR Chingya Luithui as the resource person. The function was marked by a panel discussion and PowerPoint presentations on indigenous women. A book release event for Aigi Yum Leite, a graphic poetry book of Mutum Kaniska and Athawan, was held today at Books and Coffee, Singjamei, Yumnam Lekai. The book launch as part of K-Crew Season 26 Comics features a unique blend of poetry and visual art. The ceremony included a formal introduction of the book, followed by a lively discussion and interaction with the authors and illustrators. An exhibition and interactive session with the artists will also be held on the 10th and 11th of August at Books and Coffee, offering readers a chance to explore the work more closely and engage with the creators. Published by K-Crew, an Imphal-based publishing house known for promoting literature, comics and graphic poetry, the release drew artists, literary enthusiasts and well-wishers. The 14-day State Handloom Expo Hatkragar Mela concluded today. The expo was organized by the Manipur Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited at the Urban Hut in Nilakoti, Imphal East District. The valedictory ceremony held at the Panthoibi Arcade in Wankai was attended by Technical Superintendent of Weaver Service Center, Porompat Ministry of Textiles, Rohit Gautam, National Awardee Kangujam Meda Devi, and General Manager of Manipur Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited, T.H. Basanta, as the main dignitaries. Speaking at the event, General Manager of Manipur Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited, T.H. Basanta, stated that weavers participating in the expo must possess a valid weaver ID card. He added that those attending the expo have already applied for and are receiving the handloom mark. He noted that while applications have been submitted through the ministry, only those with valid weaver ID cards will be eligible to receive the handloom mark. He highlighted the importance of the handloom mark tag for weavers, explaining that attaching the tag to their products assure customers of the authenticity and genuineness of the handloom item. He also highlighted that possessing both the Pehchan card and weaver ID card is essential for applying to any schemes offered by the ministry. In connection with National Handloom Day, a program was conducted deliberating on success stories of the cluster development program implemented in Manipur CDE of each cluster at Panthoibi Arcade, Wankai. The program, organized by Department of Handloom and Textiles Manipur, Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited, was graced by Directorate of Handloom and Textiles Financial Advisor T.H. Gunindro, Deputy Director, Weaver Service Center, Imphal, Sarbeswar Das, Technical Superintendent Rohit Gautam, Deputy Director, Directorate of Handloom and Textiles Handicrafts, Yumnam Jayashwari, Deputy Director Handloom, T.H. Basanta, Industrial Art Expert Designer Joycelyn Akoijam. Speaking on the occasion, Deputy Director of Directorate of Handloom and Textiles, T.H. Basanta, informed that after successfully organizing the observance of National Handloom Day, a design intervention program has been conducted along the event of Meet the Weavers program. He told that handloom products of the state have not been able to meet the demand from locals, while stressing the need of understanding the requirements for enhancing handloom products. The grievances of the CDEs are being heard and efforts are made to address the same for development of the state handloom. As part of its outreach, the Kakching District Bar Association conducted a legal awareness program today at Kakching Kunau High School, Kakching Kunau Makha High School, and Cheksapat High School, Kakching Kunau. During the awareness program, executive members of the Kakching District Bar Association delivered talks on the Protection of Children of Sexual Offence Act 2012 and the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006. The program was organized by Kakching District Bar Association with support from Deputy Commissioner of Kakching, Rohit Anand, and is in coordination with the Zonal Education Officer ZTO Kakching. An induction cum orientation program for newly joined NSS volunteers of DM College of Art was held at the college auditorium. The event was attended by Principal of DM College of Art, Professor S. Lanchen Bamaite, Dean of Students Welfare, Manipur University, Professor C.H. Ibohal, Program Coordinator of NSS Cell, DM University, K. Sanaton Sharma, Associate Professor T.H. Ibotombi of DM College of Arts. They attended the program and spoke on various aspects of the National Service Scheme, NSS, to the volunteers. Program Officer of NSS Unit 1 of the college, Dr. O. Momoton, stated that being a student means being the pillar of the future. He emphasized that it is important to become a good student during one's academic journey, and that the experience gained through NSS activities helps shape volunteers to walk the right path in life after their student years. Let us also look at some update from Kangpopi district now. Kuki CSOs has announced the immediate withdrawal of its economic blockade along National Highway 2 in Kangpopi district following the lifting of a 20-day blockade against Kuki Zo commuters between Kangpopi and Churchanpur. The blockade was called off after the intervention of the governor and the support of the United Naga Council. Spokesperson Thangmin Len Kipgen thanked the Kuki community and warned against future attempts to disrupt their lifelines and urged continued vigilance. With the blockade lifted, normal vehicular movement and supply of essential along National Highway 2 expected to resume. In a bid to enhance food safety and nutrition, the Food Safety Administration Kangpokpi, in collaboration with the Integrated Child Development Service ICDS, organized an awareness program on food fortification, hygiene practice and food safety regulations at Elite Higher Secondary School, Kangpokpi Ward number 7. The program was attended by Anganwadi supervisor workers and helpers under ICDS Kangpokpi. The session, conducted under FASAI Eat Right Indian campaign, focused on enriching staple foods to combat malnutrition, maintaining good manufacturing and hygiene standards, and preventing food poisoning and navigating food safety licensing procedures. Speaking at the event, Designated Officer Senapati and in charge Kangpokpi L. Johnny stressed the moral responsibility of ensuring safe, nutritious food, especially for children and pregnant women relying on Anganwadi service. The event concluded with an interactive session aiming to empower frontline workers and improve food quality across the district. The Anal Naga Government Employees Welfare Association Chandel on Saturday released its constitution that aims to safeguard and promote the interests and welfare of the Anal Naga government employees in Chandel district. The constitution was released by President Anal Naga Tangpi P.S. Monaring during the constitution releasing cum farewell program held at the community hall Chandel Christian Village in Chandel district. Addressing the gathering, P.S. Monaring emphasized on education and the role of government employees in developing the Anal community. He maintained that one must pursue education and aim for government jobs of various categories so that they can help in developing their community. The event was attended by representatives from each government department in which Anal communities worked. Let us also look at some update from Tamenglong district now. Tamenglong Battalion of Assam Rifles celebrated World Tribal Day on Saturday at their camp Tamenglong headquarters. Various company operating base COB company organized a tribal dance presentation showcasing the rich cultural heritage of Manipur's tribal communities. The event brought together participants from various tribes of the state, including Rongmai, Liangmai and Zeme, who presented their traditional dance in an atmosphere filled with music, rhythm and pride. The event aimed to promote unity, preserve indigenous traditions and provide a platform for the younger generation to connect with their cultural roots. The event concluded with felicitation to participants to encourage their dedication towards cultural preservation. The Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad ABVP Manipur celebrated Raksha Bandhan, also known as Raksha Sabadhan, with enthusiasm across the state, promoting love, unity and respect. Girl Karyakartaks tied Rakis to army personnel as a gesture of gratitude for their service and visited educational institutions to celebrate, with students and faculty spreading messages of harmony and brotherhood. At the ABVP state office in Imphal, members gathered to mark the occasion, reinforcing mutual trust and commitment within the organization. The celebration served both as a cultural observance and a tribute to those who protect and support society. The program concluded with prayers for peace, prosperity and the well-being of the state and the country. Well, those are the updates we have this evening. Before we wind up the news, giving you the headlines once again. Government fails to pay around rupees 80 crore under PMJAY to private hospitals. Hospitals to stop treating patients under PMJAY scheme. And World Indigenous Day 2025 observed with participation of several indigenous communities. Congress will continue protecting democracy from hands of Prime Minister Modi, government says MPCC President K. Megachandra. Thank you for tuning in. Have a very good evening. Goodbye for now.